Food Fights, and in this video, you and I are going to be trying these two brands of lemon lime soda. On the left at 2 liters is Sprite lemon lime soda. And on the right, also at 2 liters, is 7-Up lemon lime flavored soda. 3ZVX wanted me to compare Sprite to 7-Up, so that's just what we're going to do right now. So for the Sprite, I paid $1.90 for this 2-liter bottle, and for the 7-Up, I paid $1.50 for this 2-liter bottle. So really, there's not a whole lot of difference in price, but obviously the 7-Up is the better value. But it's only a better value if it tastes better. To tell you the truth, I don't know if there's going to be much of a difference between these. I mean, hey, they're both a lemon lime soda. I normally don't drink Sprite or 7-Up, just on occasion, or maybe mixed in some punch or something like that. So I really can't tell you if there's going to be a difference between these two. But I do see that the Sprite, it does say it has 100% natural flavors. And on the 7-Up, it says lemon lime flavored soda with other natural flavors. So we don't know what those other natural flavors could possibly be. So I say we look inside of these and see what they're calling 100% natural flavors. So on the Sprite, we see that it is, like most sodas, the main ingredient is water and high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, and natural flavors, whatever those might be. I guess it doesn't say whether it's natural lemon and lime flavor, it just says natural flavor. So I suppose dirt can be considered a natural flavor, but I don't think there's any dirt in there. So let's look at the 7-Up and see if there might be some dirt in there. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Filtered carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, and about the same kind of stuff. Literally the same kind of stuff. The 7-Up is by Dr. Pepper, which is Snapple. And let's see who makes Sprite. I can't remember who makes Sprite. The Sprite is, we probably saw it the first time. Yeah, good old Coca-Cola. So there very well could be a difference between these two, but I don't know. But that's what we're here to find out. As for the packaging, actually right now, today, I don't know if this is their standard package, but I'm gonna say the 7-Up just looks better. I mean, it's kind of hard to see the Sprite against a green background, against the green bottle, but the 7-Up just stands out, and it's got that 7-Up dot, or that big red dot in the center though. So right now, I think the 7-Up just looks better just because it has more colors on it. But I don't know if this is a special edition. This almost looks like a holiday package of the 7-Up. I don't know. It doesn't matter what these things look like. What matters is what these things taste like. So I say we find out right now. So let's start off by opening up the Sprite and see how much carbonation is in there. And it actually sounded kind of weak. And I'm seeing some bubbles in there, and it looks good. I'm quite thirsty. So this is really sounding good right now. So let's open up the 7-Up. And this sounded about the same, but it is fizzing up more. Maybe it's because it released the carbon dioxide quicker. I don't know. And it looks like the 7-Up just may have a few more bubbles in there. So possibly the 7-Up might just be a bit more carbonated. So let's find out. And here we have our fancy drinking glasses again. And that always means it's a special time here on Food Fights. And this special time is trying the Sprite against the 7-Up. Oh man, doesn't that look and sound good? Listen to that. Wow, that sounds good. And let's try the 7-Up. Oh, definitely. It seems like the 7-Up has quite a bit more carbonation than what the Sprite does. Wow, can you hear that? That is awesome. That looks good. That really looks good. So, as you can tell, the Sprite is on the left and the 7-Up is on the right. And these both look really, really good. And now, I don't know if you can tell, I'm going to lean this back as far as I can without spilling it. The 7-Up definitely has more bubbles sticking to the glass and rising to the top. So it really seems like, just from looking at it, the 7-Up has got more carbonation than the Sprite. But, carbonation aside, if this is just plain old soda water, that's not going to impress me very much. So again, what's most important is how these things taste. So let's try the Sprite first, and let's give this a taste. So here we go off the Sprite. Pretty good. Not real overly sweet. I actually thought it'd be sweeter than that. It's just not as sweet as I remember. I'm kind of surprised. It almost has a diet taste to it, but no, this is not diet. That's interesting. I didn't think it was very sweet. So let's try the 7-Up and see how this tastes. Wow. I got more of a lemon lime flavor from the 7-Up and even less sweet than what the Sprite is. I'm really surprised by that. From what I'm tasting right now, I'm not really very impressed with either one of these. You know, it's kind of like the flavor. After you eat something really sweet and you try to drink a soda or something, the soda tastes bad. Well, I haven't eaten anything sweet. So let's try the Sprite one more time and let's see if there's any differences here. So here we go, one more time with the Sprite. Getting a little bit more of that lemon lime flavor. And I think I'm getting more of the lime flavor from the Sprite. And it seemed like with the 7-Up, I got more of the lemon flavor. So let's try the 7-Up one more time. Definitely. It seems like I'm getting a lot more of the lemon flavor. And yes, the 7-Up has more of a bite to it. So it seems like the 7-Up has more carbonation in it also. And I'm really kind of surprised. I really didn't think there would be much difference between these two. So both of these, I'm going to say, were really good. Obviously, the 7-Up was the better value. And obviously, the 7-Up had more carbonation in it. But the Sprite, on the other hand, it tasted sweeter. And the Sprite seemed to have more of a lime taste, where the 7-Up had more of a lemon taste. Sprite had a little bit of a brighter taste, where the 7-Up had a little bit of a bitter taste to it. And that could be because the Sprite just seemed to be a little bit sweeter than what the 7-Up was. So with all that said, we do have a winner here. So based on all those factors, but the most important factor being the taste, for me, I choose the Sprite.